Okay, so a quick note on three major changes I think Jordan Spieth has made in the last 2 years, or a couple of years. One is posture. If you look at how his head just looks a little bit uncomfortable with his shoulders rolled forward, not a massive hinge around his pelvis and fairly straight in the legs. If you look at him here from about 6 months ago, there's more hinge in his lower back, knees a little bit more bent, he's more set into his legs in a dress, and his head's more comfortable. So as a consequence, he's going to turn better. So I'll just get rid of these from the other image. If you look at the left hand image here, his left side, this is taken about 5 years ago, when he calls away initially, great, but then there's a little, just very subtle left side drop, which is pretty typical of people who are stronger on their right side of their pelvis than their left. And that just means if you look at his head just looks to be fighting to get behind the ball when his upper torso is fairly upright. So what that does in his downswing is he has to slide his hips and realign his body to get in a good throwing shape, which he is in here. But part of that rerouting is that here during his downswing, his club face is very, very open, and it requires a lot of rotation, club face and body. Particularly here, you can see how open that club face is in the right hand image. He has to close it a lot to get the thing to go straight, and we've seen him hit some shots off to the right that he was losing. So I think he's changed his posture. I think he's stopped himself tipping up. He's probably stabilised his strength on the side of his hips. Then in the downswing, he's working on, if you look at an image taken more recently, very subtly at the top of this swing, you can see how much more closed the club face is. He's bowing his wrist more so that he can keep it more closed when he starts his downswing and square the club face up more easily. And those I think are the major things.